Nepal is located north of India and south of China and has an area of 147,147 kilometers squared. The population is about 31 million. The country is very poor with a 46% unemployment rate and has a 1,500 US dollar GDP per capita. Over 70% of the population is involved in agriculture. As the population grows, there is a great demand for food. I am suggesting the MSF 445 floor scale and the MSI 1 digital weight indicator offered by Mars Scale Corporation. As agriculture works to improve in Nepal, it is necessary to measure the developments made, such as crop yield and animal growth, to see if it is a step in the right direction. You cannot improve what you can't measure. The scale offers many features to enhance agriculture in Nepal. Although the floor scale is very user-friendly, some education might be required for the Nepalese farmers to ultimately use the scale features. The education might be taught from others, or it might be in the form of an instruction manual for those who are literate. Developed countries like Nepal would be looking to weigh smaller quantities, such as crops harvested by hand.
Hi, here I have some example items that would be beneficial to have a scale in order to weigh. First, I have a calf here. It would be important to have a scale in order to weigh its growth rate, and not just for a calf, but any other livestock. Here, I have a pail of pellet feed. It would be important to have a scale in order to weigh, to know what amount you're feeding to an animal, and maintain consistency in a feeding ration. Second, I have a pail of corn. Weighing a pail of corn would be important around harvest time in order to measure yields, and also a pail of corn can vary depending on the year, and it would be important to notice the difference in weight. Last, I have a pail of grain. It would be important also in a feeding ration to weigh to maintain consistency, to know that the animals are getting the same amount every feed.
The scale on this TMR mixer allows me to minimize waste and maintain consistency when feeding corn silage in the dairy cow ration. The scale on this TMR mixer allows me to feed in the most cost-effective way.
To provide many different agricultural weight applications, the heavy-duty MSF 455 floor scale offers a 4-foot by 4-foot checker plate steel weighing platform with an additional access ramp available to provide optimal traction if animals are being weighed. The floor scale can be loaded any way without damaging the load cells and has a maximum weight capacity of 5,000 pounds. The MSI 1 digital weight indicator offers a 1-inch LCD backlight display that is user-friendly. The weight can be read in different units and can be set automatically to tare. The indicator can be powered by a rechargeable battery depending on power availability. The combined cost of the MSF 445 floor scale and the MSI 1 digital weight indicator is $1,150. Exporting the scale to Nepal can have many benefits to Canada. Mars Scale Corporation is a Canadian manufacturer and retailer of a variety of precision scale equipment based out of North York, Ontario. An increase in production of scales to go to Nepal would create Canadian jobs to manufacture and transport the scale technology, which would benefit the Canadian economy. As of August 2015, Canada exported $77,313 worth of machinery and electrical equipment to Nepal. Exporting Mars floor scales would allow this category to grow and contribute to the Canadian economy. In order for agricultural development to be successful in Nepal, the solution needs to meet the needs of a community. Since the cost of the scale unit is quite high, a co-op would be formed between farmers to share the cost and benefit of the scale. The floor scale from Mars Scale Corporation gives Nepalese farmers the opportunity to measure what they improve and see if it is a step in the right direction, which would be ideal for Nepal farmers to have the opportunity to weigh and measure development from animal growth to crop yields. The bank works towards agricultural development in Nepal and would offer farmers help to get the scale co-op started. Gately Foods has a corporate social responsibility campaign, Genuine Not Generous, and has done some work to aid in the development of Nepal. Gately Foods strongly believes in the philosophy of cooperatives and may have interest in aiding in the formation of a scale co-op for farmers in Nepal. Transportation of the scale would happen on a pallet weighing 180 kilograms. A1 Freight Forwarding would load the pallet on a plane in Toronto Pearson Airport. The product would be delivered to the airport in Kathmandu, Nepal. The total transportation cost of the product would be $791, which would need to be added to the total cost of the scale. In conclusion, the MSF 445 floor scale and MSI-1 digital weight indicator would benefit Canada and Nepal. Although cheaper alternatives may be available in India or China, the Canadian product would allow market growth in Canada. The scale would allow farmers in Nepal to accurately develop agriculture and work towards a sustainable future. For further information, feel free to visit the previous references. Thanks for listening.